Hey everybody, welcome back to another ENTV Movie Review. I'm Lila Wilcoxon.
I'm Summer Hammond.
And I'm Tori Puglisi.
Today we're bringing you a movie review on Sony's Morbius. So, first things first, overall thoughts. What did we think? Let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Well, it's a movie.
It is a movie. Wasn't my favorite by far at all. I don't think I enjoyed it that much.
I mean, long story short, when I went to go see it with a group of friends, and half of us left confused by the end, and the other half left disappointed.
Yeah,
so
I'd say I agree.
And I feel like, that's the majority of what I've heard from other people. So.
And I feel like there was a lot more that they could have played with it, and really could have made it a good movie. But I just think it fell short in most ways.
Yeah, I think, there were higher, I guess, expectations. Yeah. I knew it wasn't going to be, MCU level, but everyone was freaking out over, the little Spider-Man poster and, all these other things, with the trailer. So I was, okay, all right, I see what you're doing. And then, no, It never happened. I left kind of there are some things that were alluded to in the trailer that just did not happen. And there were other things that I could not have thought would happen that happened. And we'll get into that in a little bit, but I feel like it was very much kind of thrown together, and they're like, how can we get as much people to see this movie? And then they just kind of went with that.
The hype around it did not live up to the expectations of the actual movie.
And I think them pushing the release date back, I think we kind of gathered this expectation that there was going to be something really big that they were adding in, and needless to say, I don't think there was at all.
No.
So, yeah. No. Are there any points that we did like it, or positives that we could find?
I had to think for a minute. I'm not going to lie, I had to think for a minute. Honestly, one of the positives that I kind of did find was Matt Smith's character. I thought he did a pretty good job with the role and acting and everything in it. And I did kind of like how it was, they did kind of build that friendship. Did I think it went off the wall, near the midpoint? Yes, 100%. But at the same time, during the first half of the movie, I thought it was, it was an understandable, growth and friendship. There were things that were happening. And, it felt a lot more natural than, the rest of the movie.
With it to his children, I think that they really could have developed and had, these great character arcs and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like for the first, quarter, maybe, of the movie, first eighth of the movie, they really did that. And it was, it was pretty good, I would say, and then it hit pretty much the halfway point, and it just completely was thrown out the window, and I feel like they kind of abandoned the character storylines a little bit. I definitely think that the plot was jumbled around a lot. I think it didn't follow a beginning, middle, and end very well. I mean, there was definitely something, but it wasn't great.
It was just action the entire time. It wasn't like you said, there was no story. Or anything, any point that they were trying to make.
Yeah. So. On that note, I did think that the stunts were done pretty well. There was a few moments where I thought that they maybe could have done something better or done it at a different angle, but I didn't think they were too bad as far as an action movie goes. And with so much action that they had in it, I'm glad that was the case and that they weren't completely awful, because otherwise they would have just been absolutely horrendous the entire way through.
They definitely had a much longer movie, and I had anticipated a much longer movie, and then they took so many scenes out from it, because there were some points where I was like, well, I feel like we're missing a little bit of information right now.
Yeah.
It isn't hard to put 2 and 2 together, but even so, it's just kind of
we were reaching.
We're reaching a little bit,
to fill in some plot holes.
Yeah.
The post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Vulture's character. I liked him in Spider-Man Homecoming. I think that they could do something with him, but I think it kind of threw it in a weird direction.
I feel disappointed in multiple ways right now, because Vulture's a great character, but it definitely it was
random.
It was random.
I also really hope that it's not Sony trying to grab back all the Spider-Man characters from Marvel, because I would be upset. So now it's are we bringing in a whole different Sonyverse? Is this going to play into Multiverse of Madness? What is happening? I think I left the theater with a lot of questions. Thanks so much for tuning in to another ENTV Movie Review.